Hey everybody, I am Ronnie from Teachers Wonderland, and I'm going to show you guys how to build a Google site. I did just finish my workshop, so a lot of this is fresh in my mind, and I am so excited to just share this with you. So here we go, okay? Okay guys, so here is my Google site. I actually have my Google Classroom connected here. So I have a Google site and I have a Google Classroom. The difference between the two is a site is purely like a website, and a classroom is where I'm going to house all of my information. I'm going to show you how to start this site by scratch or from scratch, and so you can build. One thing you cannot see is that I'm actually using Susie's from the Panicked Teachers Classroom or her Teachers Pay Teacher Store. I'm using her accents to create this particular cluster or Google site, so you can't actually see it, but you will see me dragging and dropping it in. Now, I'm going to start right here. If you don't know how to get to the site, it's called sites.google.com, and you can actually, I'm going to put you guys right here, and you guys can actually just go right there, simple, keep it easy for you, and just go sites.google. So I'm going to make a blank one. I don't want to use the top ones just because I like to just start fresh. I like to have my own ideas. On the right side, I'm going to make it a little bit larger so you guys can see. On the right side, you're going to see all of your text box, your images, your drives, anything you want to embed. You're also going to have your layouts. I love layouts. I think they're really simple. So I'm going to show you how I do a layout. And I'm going to do 3 of them. Did I do 3? I did 2, and I'm going to add one more for 3. And then I'm going to also add in my own piece here. Now, I don't like the header here, so I'm going to drag and drop a header by Susie. And you're going to see that all of my headers, everything I'm pretty much importing is going to come from Susie. And I could just make this very large, quick, and simple, and there it is. Now, I did come up with a plan, and I know it's going to be hard to see, but I came up with a plan of everything that I want to have on my homepage. This is my homepage. So on my homepage, I'm going to have my assignments, I'm going to have my Google Meet code, I'm going to have my daily check-in, my math, my reading, my writing, my science, I think I said science, and my fine arts. So I'm going to drag and drop a lot of those things in there just so I have them all in place. So a really quick version of this is going to be my check-in. There it is. So I have my check-in. I'm going to have my assignments. Let's go back up to assignments. Okay. I'm going to add in there math. Here's my math. Then I'm going to add in there reading. Now, why I'm doing specific order of this is because this is my day. I start off from 8 to 9 math, 9 to 9:30 is reading, 9 to 10:30 is reading. 10:30 to 11 is going to be writing, which is next. And then I'm going to do science in here as well. So here's my science. Really simple, really easy of how, whoa, last one, of how I created them. And then I just lost one, so it's really not hard to create. You just add it in here. And then I'll have to add a text box as well, just to kind of make it so that it fits in here. Sometimes I don't love having a text box just because I don't think that they're the best, but it is what it is. I keep them centered. And then I just add any of my topics in here. Again, like I said, very, very simple. I'm trying not to go too crazy with these because if I do, then it is going to be a little bit harder on my end. So I really don't want to add too much. I'm also going to add in there my fine arts because my fine arts schedule is going to be here. See if I can find fine arts. I don't even have fine arts. Let's go to specials. My kids will know what's called specials. I also plan on having Google Meets. So I will have, actually let me do classroom economy, because classroom economy is something huge in my classroom. And I have Google Meets. I can also have a Google Classroom here. So if the kids need to get into a Google Classroom for whatever reason, they actually have it. Google Meet codes. If I want to add Google Meet rules, I can, whatever I decide to add in here. Okay, so this is my homepage. So when my kids log in, this is what they're going to see. They're going to strictly see that this is it. Okay, So now I need to create these pages. For everything that I created a button for, like assignments, check-in, math, I need to have a awesome version of this. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go right down the list and I'm gonna go assignment examples, check. I'm gonna go check-in. I'm going to, and I'm gonna rearrange these. In order for you to rearrange them, all you have to do is grab and drag. So I'm going to add in another one, which is going to be math. And then I'm going to add in reading. And I'm going to add in writing, science, fine arts. And again, I'm gonna drag them just because I want them to be in order of our day. And if you notice at the top, it's already there. It's already built in for me. I would definitely make sure you spell things correctly and you have everything there for you, like at the top, like spelled and put them in order. I just like the order so much more. So I start off with math. Oops, start off with math. I start with reading, then writing, then science and fine arts. And those are gonna be my main pages. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I use my daily check-in. And you can go to my Teachers Pay Teachers store. They actually have, I have an entire week for free on my thing, my whatever it's called, my Teachers Pay Teachers store freebies. So just type in freebies, you'll find it. I will put a link down below, don't worry. So I'm gonna go and I'm actually gonna make, in my check-in page, I'm going to make 5 days check-in, okay? I possibly could do more. I possibly could. Right now, I just wanna keep it with just the days of the week, and I'm gonna just drag and drop my days again, just to keep it super, super simple, just because it'll be easier on me when I decide to connect all of this. And here's my Monday, here's my Thursday, and here is my Friday. And again, at the bottom, I can just go and write Monday, and if I wanna write check-in each time, whoops, I can, and I can write Tuesday, check-in, Wednesday, check-in, Thursday, check-in, and Friday, check-in, right? So now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go back to my pages. I'm gonna click on my check-in. This is my check-in page. And underneath here, I'm going to add sub-page. And I'm gonna write Monday. I'm gonna add another sub-page. I'm gonna click on check-in. All right, Tuesday. I don't wanna click on the day because then it's gonna add a sub-page underneath there. We don't want that. I'm gonna add Wednesday. I'm gonna add Thursday. And I'm going to add Friday. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Because you hopefully have downloaded the check-in on your page or on your from Teachers Pay Teachers, you will be able to do this with me. Now, this is where I'm going to connect my Google site to it. And I'm gonna show you how I'm connecting. I'm gonna go press Monday, and I'm gonna go back to my insert side, and I'm just gonna insert something super simple. I'm gonna go Monday daily check-in. Okay, there we go. Sorry, a little delayed. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screen share back over to Google Classroom, and I've already made my Monday check-in. See this? I've already made it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go copy link. Right here, I press the hamburger, drop down, copy link, and I'm gonna say, click here for Monday's check-in. I'm gonna highlight this. And then you see this little guy, I call it the hands are grabbing each other. I press insert link, Control V, press apply, and there you go, that's it. Now I am going to add in there an image because I just like the images and I think that Susie did a fantastic job. So I'm gonna click this. Now, once I insert this, I can click right here, the hands again, Control V, and apply. So when my students go to click and click on this, they now have Monday. Another way that you can do this is I'm gonna go back to my page, I'm gonna go to Tuesday, okay? And now here's my favorite. I'm gonna go insert, and I'm gonna go forms. It was all the way down at the bottom of those inserts. Now I'm gonna have everything on my Google Drive here. So when you see this, I'm gonna click the correct one that I want, and I'm gonna click and press, I double clicked, or you can just press insert. Now, what I like to do is I'm gonna actually open it all the way up. Again, I am gonna spread everything out. I like kids to be able to see everything. And I'm gonna keep scrolling so everything is there, all the way up to the submit form. So that way the kids just can enter it in and go. Now, when the kids do this, if I go back to my Google Classroom, I could have them press this and they have the link and they can just actually go in here. Or if I were to go, and I'm gonna log it in here. If I were to go, see, it doesn't work on this sense. If I go into my drive and I were to go to my Google Sites and I'm gonna go to Tuesday, hopefully it works now. There we go. Here is my response if I were to go and enter it in. And I did this on my sample when I actually was live. So here's my example. Now here's the difference, okay? Yes, it came through, came right through to me. Here is the difference. If I want my students to go into Google Forms and press turned in, they can't, okay? I don't have that way. I can only check it through my drive. I can go and click this and say, okay, what did my kids do? But again, it's not gonna work, okay? I can't, because nothing was actually turned in the classroom. So if you want it actually turned into the classroom, I would not recommend adding this form onto the actual site, just because it will be very, very difficult for you to do, okay? So those are your two options that you can add. Now I'm gonna go back to my pages. I'm gonna go back to my check-in. I'm gonna show you how to connect up your Monday to your day of the week, okay? So I'm gonna go Monday here. I'm gonna click it so that it has here. I'm gonna click this link. And now I am going, so this is actually another piece that I had to make sure I did here. I actually call this Monday check-in. There's a reason why I do this, because when I go to the actual page, you wanna make sure you're actually clicking the right thing. Forgot to tell you guys that in the workshop, so if you didn't do that, I would definitely tell you to do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my check-in page. I'm gonna click here, and now I'm gonna click right here, and now here's that Monday check-in. Don't forget, you must press apply. Okay, so now if I go Tuesday, I'm gonna go Tuesday check-in, apply. Oops. I'm gonna go Wednesday, check-in, apply. Always press apply. Now, when I do this, I'm connecting it to that page. And you wanna make sure that you actually connect it. If you don't connect it, then the kids are clicking into nothing. Okay, so now if I were to click that, it will take Monday to right here. Now at the top up here as well, you see the drop down? Look, Monday check-in will take me here. So if the kids don't necessarily want to follow that, I'm gonna keep it by the days of the week. So when I go into math, so watch what I do, okay? I'm gonna go add subpage, math, Monday. And again, I'm gonna delete these because I don't really care about them. Add a subpage, math, Tuesday. Oh, see, it made the wrong way. So we don't want this one. So we're gonna actually delete it. But I have to click back on math, add subpage, Tuesday, oops, I'm gonna call this math, Tuesday, click back on here, back to here, then I'm gonna go back and write math, Wednesday, and now remember, we wanna make sure whatever we're putting here, it's here. So if I'm gonna go math Monday, math Tuesday, math Wednesday, just like Monday check-in, Tuesday check-in, Wednesday check-in, Thursday check-in, Friday check-in. So whatever it is, it's going to be shown to the kids. So make sure it's appropriate. Just saying, you know. And then I can go Thursday, ooh. Thursday check-in. And then I'm going to just add one more for a Friday check-in. Okay, so now I have all of this here. when I go and I create this, again, I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did with my check-in page. This page here, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Most likely, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I like color and I like it to be pretty, I am most likely, if I can find it, it'd be great. Headers, 5th grade. I'm probably gonna put this on every single page. Why not, right? I teach 5th. I love it. I think these are so pretty. So why not? So I'm probably gonna do this just so you guys are fully aware. I'm not gonna actually play with it right now, but it is something that I want to have on my pages. So now I'm gonna go to math and I'm gonna connect it. Now, if I want to, and this is the parts that like I love, because I think that connecting your Google Classroom is going to make this so much easier. If I were just to keep doing all of this, I could just keep adding this for my Tuesday check-in, my Wednesday check-in. You know, we already know on Tuesday, we probably aren't going to use this, but I have quite a bit of other things that I want to add in here. So adding that on, I'm gonna go back into my classroom. I have to move me, sorry. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go back into my classroom and I have my own virtual library here. I have my own other things. So I'm gonna add those in. I'm gonna go reading, just because I wanna make sure I get my reading stuff in there. Just for this one, I'm gonna say library. Just because I want to add my library, because I'm gonna show you guys how to actually add your virtual library onto this. It will be very helpful for you. If I'm gonna add my library, thought she had it, maybe not. Okay, I'm just gonna call it literacy, just for the heck of it, okay? I'm gonna add a subpage underneath here. And this one is going to be called library. I'm gonna delete this, I don't care, really don't care. I'll add library here, literacy here. Again, don't care. It's not gonna be that big of a crazy thing. Now, what I'm going to add here is you guys can find on Facebook groups all over all of these different Bitmoji classrooms. You can find them, the virtual classroom libraries. Those are all available. So what I'm going to tell you to do is I'm actually going to have my slides here. And now everything that's in your drive that is slides is going to pop up. I love this because I love being able to just add this here. And so I'm going to use Kevin Henke's library. And I'm going to show you, and this was from somebody that gave it to us for free. She posted about it on a Facebook group and she said, go ahead and download it, just make a copy. So that's what I did here. I do not have rights to any of these books, but she created all this. So I wanted to show you guys what this does. Now, what she did when she created this was all of these pictures of the covers are all going to be different books. Now, when you are in teacher setting mode and you're creating this, you cannot click on a link. So please keep that in mind that this, look, I can't do anything. Okay, I cannot click on this link. However, when I publish it and I'm in a student mode, yes, you'll be able to click on it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to call this sample. No, let's call it YouTube video. Okay, let's just call it video then. Anyways, okay, so if I'm going to go and preview it, I'm going to click right here, preview. It's going to take me to this website. Now, notice when I cover over this little stuffed animal, nothing comes up. But when I hover over a book, it will then have a link, and now this link will take me to, I think it's Safe YouTube or Kids Books. Yeah, Safe YouTube. And people are using this here, okay?
Welcome to Storybook Nanny. Subscribe for more books read aloud.
Okay, so this is just how this particular one works. Now, can you have more? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't have those. I'm not going to be giving those to you, but you are more than welcome to add those in there. Now, my other favorite thing that you can do, I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to add another slide because I want to add additional. And there is a way for you to get rid of this black box around it. I believe you have to follow Primary Kind of Life. She had it. She had the example. I think I took a picture. Let me see, hang on. No, I didn't get a picture of it, but you can go on there and download it as well. A lot of people have been doing like a virtual classroom where they can just go and sit and relax by the water, and then the kids will be able to do this. Now, I personally am probably gonna keep this black box because I want it to be able to the kids be able to click through. If I have a classroom that has 100 slides, I want them to click, 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 click. Just an idea. Okay, now with that being said, another thing that a lot of people have asked me about is how I add a calendar. So I'm gonna say that, and now I'm gonna add that in here too. I'm gonna go back here and I'm just gonna type in calendar, got my calendar, I'm gonna bring it here, create a new page. I'm gonna call this page calendar. And on my calendar page, which is my new page here, I'm gonna go back to insert. I'm gonna add a calendar. Now, here's where you're gonna connect up your Google site. Right here, I'm sorry, not your Google site, your Google Classroom. Right here is my Google Classroom, Teachers Wonderland. Right at the bottom, it says insert, insert, and I'm gonna make it big. This is great because if I connect anything or whenever I post an assignment onto Google Classroom, all of it will be posted here. So if I have 10 things that need to be turned in, hey, guess what? Here's their agenda. So now do I actually have to go and make an agenda? Not anymore, because it is all right here. And what's really cool about it is when it's student mode, it should be able to take them there. Now, one way to change it, if you don't want it to be a daily agenda, you can click right here, the little like screw thing, press agenda, and change it to month or week. And that's it. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like again. I'm going to publish it again. Every time you want your students to see it, you must press publish. Otherwise it won't work, just so you know. I'm going to preview it. Now, if a kid, this is going to act as if I'm a kid, guess what? It's a hyperlink. So if I click this, I can go to right here, Control C, and paste it in case I can't find it, just in case. And because I'm logged in as a student of my classroom, guess what? There's my Monday check-in form. So now all the kid has to do is click it and go right into it. So it's not like it's a crazy piece. Now, I would love for it to be like a hyperlink for the website, but it's not. Okay, so unfortunately, oh, actually it does do it when I went into calendar mode. So in calendar mode, here it is. And then it will open for you. So it does take a little bit more. It's not as simple as we would like it to be. But it is what it is, and it will take you still there, which I really like. I do like that. Trust me, I like that. Now, if you were to do it in, the other way, it's not gonna work. Here's my virtual library. Let's say I have it. I can get more details. Boom. There it is. And there's my site. So using my kids will be able to actually log in here, and they will be able to go right in to my website. Okay. I could also do docs here. I could do any forms, and these are all on the insert pages. I don't know what I would use charts for or map. YouTube videos, really simple, really self-explanatory. You just type in the YouTube. Let's say I want to do respiratory system for kids, search, and here's the video. And now the kids can watch it, and I can press select, and here it is. Okay, it's pretty cool. I love that I'm able to actually show the kids the video right here on the site to be like, hey, you need to watch this video before you log in, or whatever it is. Okay, so now I'm sure you guys are probably thinking about your Bitmoji Classroom again. I'm gonna go back to my pages. I'm gonna go back to my library. Your Bitmoji Classroom will be added like this. I know if you're following a primary kind of life, she made hers a GIF or GIF, whatever you wanna call it. And it actually was just kind of like this, and she just inserts. And that's it. Some people ask what are the dimensions for the header, and it is 1600 by 600 in pixels, not by inches. So make sure you do it by pixels. I went over the virtual library, the Google Forms, the headings, that's what I just talked about. If you want to change this, here are your heading types. You can change it so it's a cover. I don't love cover because then the kids have to kind of like move it all around. I change it to a large banner, or I could just do banner, which is just a little bit smaller, not too much, or just the title only. Because I have an image here, it's gonna keep that. So you could go either way. I highly recommend that you go and take a look once in a while on your site as well, like just go as a kid to make sure it's easy. Like I love just bouncing in here, like, all right, what are my check-ins? Like if I'm gonna go here, okay, well, you know what are my check-ins? And see, now I'm like, hey, wait, why isn't this working? I'm gonna go Monday check-in. Oh, here it is. But why didn't that work? So now I need to go back into my site to see where the discrepancy was. And so I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna make sure that I have it checked. I'm gonna press publish because you always gotta publish. And now I'm gonna go back in, check in, now it's connected. So you have to make sure, and I would definitely recommend that before you pilot it or send it out to your kids, you make sure you get this done because there is going to be quite a bit that you're gonna have to play with. You need to act as if you're a kid, or I'm saying this and I'll deny it, give it to your husband or your wife. That's not a teacher. Because when you give it to them, they'll start clicking and then they'll find all your mistakes. Trust me, okay? So I really do, once again, would tell you to just check in. Like, look, I can already see that there's a Thursday check-in. It's not supposed to be that. So now I had to go back. How do I change that? Right here. And I can just call this Math Thursday. Math Friday. So then when I hang this down, look, it instantly updates it. Other things that you can do, we already talked about how you can integrate your Google Classroom. One thing that you can do is your Google Meet. I really love integrating my Google Meet with this because I don't want my kids like clicking 1,000 links. I've had kids ask me so many times, how do I get to my Google link? No, done. So here's my link. So what I did was I actually generated one link for my entire classroom year. I'm gonna copy the link address. I'm gonna go right back to my homepage. And when I get to my homepage, I'm gonna scroll down to where my Google Meet is. I'm gonna click it, click one more time so I get the link. Control V, apply. So now, watch this, publish, publish. Again, I love publishing. I am going to preview it. Go right here to Google Meet. And now they have the link without clicking 5,000 times. I know, it's really a crazy thought here. I've seen many, many different types. If you head over to Susie from the Panic Teacher, you know, that's where I got all of these little buttons from. She has a ton of different like buttons that you can add in here. If I could show you guys, I would, but there's just a ridiculous amount. Now I'm gonna show you guys because I'm able to focus in on a little bit more time here. I'm gonna show you guys how I actually make one. So I'm gonna make my math class. And I'm gonna show you guys my math class. I'm also gonna, and again, this is not gonna actually be used for my kids, but I wanna show you how I do it so you can get a real feel for it. Now, math isn't connected, so I need to go back. I'm gonna drop me down a little bit and actually go into my real school site because I wanna see my actual site here. I'm gonna go to Monday, I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna go link. I'm gonna add my math, apply. Go Math Monday, okay? My math, I love being a math teacher and I have so much that I do. So when I actually go to math, I'm going to insert again the pages and I'm gonna drag in my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that the kids, just in case they don't do the drop down, now I'm able to help those kids that click on the math, that they can instantly find our session. I'm probably honestly gonna put a Google Meet in every single one of these. I know, sounds like ridiculously redundant. However, you guys don't know my kids. My kids probably need help a lot. So I'm gonna go click right here to get my little link, click, and I'm gonna go to Math Monday, apply. I'm gonna go right here, oh, hello. I'm gonna go Tuesday math, apply. Oh. I'm gonna go Wednesday math, apply. And I'm going to do Thursday math, apply. And last one that I already have done is going to be Friday math. Now, I may or may not add extra things. Like for example, I'm probably going to add, I'm gonna add enrichment links. Okay, it doesn't need to be crazy. There we go. Doesn't need to be crazy, And my actual one I have in my classroom, I have enrichment links. I also have exit tickets, which is right here. So I can just drag and drop it. And again, I might have like each day in here. I have no idea. I'm also going to have anchor charts, right? Why not? There might be other things I have in here. I have no idea. But now that I've connected them, now I can go into Monday. So let's say I want to go into Monday. And now you guys get to see a little bit behind the scenes. I'm going to insert here. I'm going to go and create a Google product. Not a product, I'm sorry. I'm going to create something. I'm going to go assignment. I'm going to drop me down. I'm going to go Monday math. Students, you will need to complete the added pages, whatever I decide. Now I'm going to go to my drive. I'm going to go, I'm going to put me right there. My face keeps getting in the way. I'm going to go my drive. I'm going to go to digital math notes. I'm going to go to place value. Place, oh, nope, I want to go to mine. I'm just going to actually add this. I'm going to press insert. Right here, I'm going to say make a copy for each student. The due date, I'm going to make it, let's make it Thursday, whatever we decide to do, ungraded. And I'm going to do, oops, I'm going to create a topic, I'm sorry. And the reason why I think this is super important to create the topic is because you want to be able to grab your students wherever you can, okay? I love this link right here, make a copy, because you don't want them doing it themselves. Now, I'm going to go back, press assign. Takes a second, don't worry. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to go right into my workshop. Now, here is where we have a little bit difference, right? I am going to move myself again. I could, if I really wanted to, put a button in. And I'm going to say math notes for Monday. Insert. Okay, I'm going to publish it again. Publish, publish, publish. Okay, check it out. Ready? Boom. Math notes for Monday. I didn't need to make a big Google thing. I didn't need to make like a whole drop down. Now the kids have the exact lesson, and guess what? It's going to copy it for them. So when I'm as a teacher, I have it all here. And then I have all of them, and it's all connected to Google Classroom. I know. So here it is. So if I want my student to do it, I'll be like, oh, hey, this is right here. And this is right here. And this is right here. Done. So my student now can work on it. I'll be like, oh, what is this? Oh, these are my ones. And then as the teacher, best part, right? Want to be a teacher since I was 3. So this is my favorite part. So let's say I go onto my math and I go and I click, where is it? I think I have to click here, assigned. All of my students will pop up here. I have no students because this is just my sample. I have them all here and I'll have the folder here. I can see all of them and I can just click, 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 click. And I connected it. I know. Your mind was just blown. I know. Buttons are great. I love buttons. I will tell you that. I love buttons. And I will add buttons to every single piece. Be like, start here, number 1, number 2, number 3. And then I'll say, okay. So, and I haven't figured this out yet. So let's say I want to do math rotations number 1. And I want to, whatever, I'm going to give them a link. Let me go, say I want to do like a math board. I could totally do a math board. Look how much, let's say I want to do tracking the tropics. I know, hurricane stuff, okay? I'm just finding things that I've used, okay? The kids will be able to actually do this with me every single day. So I can actually like do this. Or, let's say, I'm honestly gonna keep it probably, oops, clicking all around now. I'm gonna go assignment. checking the topics. Checking. I'm gonna go add Google Drive. Checking the topics will be the first thing that comes up. What the second thing? And then I'm just gonna create a topic for science. I like keeping them all by subject. I'm gonna make it 28, why not, right? 100%, or need to get 100% for this. Yeah, why not? Okay, so again, copy that link, go right here. My face just keeps getting in the way, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna go with a button, and I'm gonna say math rotations #1. Here's a link, insert. That's it. I might add exit ticket here. I might say, hey, here's your anchor chart you need for this lesson. Hey, here's what you're gonna need for this. Keeping it simple here, yes, okay, this looks like a Google Classroom, but let's look at it from the kid's point of view. Might as well, okay? I'm a kid. Draw myself again. I'm a kid, and I come right into my classroom, and I'm saying, okay, I need help. I need to do my math lesson. My math lesson is first. Okay, I'm gonna go to Monday. Okay, here are my math notes for Monday. I click here, boom, there are my math notes, all under math. Hold up, I need math rotations. What am I gonna need? Oh, here it is. It's super simple. It doesn't need to be anything absolutely crazy for you. All you have to do is just connect, apply. Make sure you always apply that link like this. Now, am I going to have different things? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if I go in the anchor charts, obviously I'm not here yet, but if I want to use anchor charts in here, I absolutely can. You know, I can go and connect any of my Google sites that I have or anything of mine. I can add products in here. Like if I want to, let me go back. I'll show you how I do a PDF. Okay, just because I want to make sure that you guys leaving this, you know exactly what to do. I'm going to do my anchor chart. No, out of the edit mode. See, this is the problem. If you're not in edit mode, you can't change anything. All right, so I'm going to go math. I'm going to add another page in here, and I'm going to make it anchor charts. Okay, so when I click on this, I'm going to insert, I believe there's a way for me to insert a PDF. I'm gonna click this guy. I am, just for this, I'm gonna add one of my planograms. I'm gonna add my math planogram. I'm gonna do my place value. Okay, let's see if I can just drag and drop. No, I can't. There's a way to do this too. How do I do it? So now I want table of contents, but that's really cool. I feel like I have this and I'm blanking on how I do it. Oh, I know how I have to do it. I have to go to my drive. And then I think I had to drop that into my drive. So let's say, trying to find you guys a PDF. I don't see any PDFs. Of course not, right when I need one. So let me do this. This will probably be helpful. Let me go here, and I'm just gonna drag and drop my PDF into this file. It's uploading. Okay, I'm gonna go back here, and then I'm gonna go back to my Google Sites workshop. And here's my PDF. Okay, now I can insert. There we go. Okay, and now when the kids want to look at it, it says it's going to be a certain page, but they can't actually get into it until I publish. Again, need it to be published. So let's go and view this. So if I were to view this, check it out. There's the anchor chart. And then if they want the, like, there's an answer case. So I would have to make this separate. I would have to be able to edit this so that the kids can just get the one file themselves. I probably would keep the answer key just so that they have it, because I would want my kids to know, like, here's the anchor chart, here's what we were working on. So whatever I decided to make that day will be there. Like, so if I did a decimal place value and I worked on this, I now have all of this, right? It makes sense. It makes the most amount of sense. And then you want the kids to be able to see it. You don't want them to not see it. If they don't see it, then what's the point of having anchor charts? So granted, yes, there's going to be quite a bit of them, but they need to be like a digital anchor chart, or you can take a picture of it and upload it. Like if I'm making an anchor chart right here with my students, I want my students to be able to grab it, look at it, take a picture of it, and I can just post it on our site as well. And you can do that just by uploading it right to your Drive and going from there. I do love that you can add text boxes anywhere you want to be like, okay, here is decimal and place value anchor chart, check page 5 and 9. I don't even know what it was, but that's what I'll do. Okay. In images, like I said before, maybe you want to just do an image. You can just go select. I don't think I have any in here, unfortunately. Oh, I have some. Okay. So like these are just ones that I've worked with people. So let's say, look at this. Perfect. I want them to work on this task card for the day. There you go. So now I have this image in here and it is embedded. The kids can't grab it. If I view it, here's what it will look like. Really just looks identical to what you have, right? Besides that, other little things that you can do is you can change your theme. I love different colors. I'm probably gonna keep mine blue, to be honest with you, because I'm not gonna go crazy and I really don't wanna overwhelm them, but it changes your feel a little bit. Black might also be good, but it might just be too much black because I'm using just a lot of black here. Purple might be fantastic, green might be fantastic, or if you're like me and you know your exact hex color that you love, you could make it your own hex color, okay? Besides that, let me go back to the anchor chart for you real fast so I can show you how you can use your, there we go. Let's say I'm gonna delete this guy. Let's say I want to insert a divider. Here's your divider. So now the kids will have like an idea that, oh, hey, this is something different. It's not the exact same thing. And then you could do whatever you want. Maybe you want to add a video or your table of contents. I'm not even going to use table of contents. That's just too much for me. And that should be it. Make sure you remember that you are going to publish. If you go to settings, you can have your mode be on the top or on the side, either way. You can have your colors be white or black or transparent. If you have images, if you're making this your actual website, you can add or change that. Viewer tools, you have all that. You don't need any of that stuff. All right, whoops. If you want people to see it, you're gonna wanna press the plus sign. Now it might be different based on your district, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna change it in the publish site. I want it to be able to be open to the public. I want it to, I'm gonna press done. And then I'm gonna grab this link right here. I'm gonna copy it. And that way you guys actually have a sample site as well that you can go and look at. It just might make you a little bit easier. Again, I'm gonna press publish. Anything that I am doing with this, I'm just gonna keep publishing. It will save automatically, just like anything with Google. And I will tell you, and I said this a couple times during my workshop, that Google loves Google. So if you put it in your Drive, guess what? Google loves Google, and if you put it in there, you can add it to your site. Simple. Now, I do know that Schoology has different things as well, and you might want to check that out. I don't know exactly what it entails, but you might want to take a look at it because I don't do Schoology. I don't have it. So, okay, that's it. Congratulations, we did an entire video on Google Sites. If there's anything more that you guys need, you are more than welcome to email me. And you can email me at ronnie@ateacherswonderland.com. You can find me on Instagram under @teacherswonderland.com. You can also join my private Facebook group called A Teacher's Wonderland Squad, and everybody pretty much goes in. And last but not least, you can always find me on YouTube right here under Teacher's Wonderland. See you later, guys.